19.1 work together. So 19.1 work together says journalize the given transactions for O'Donnell Copy Center for the current year on page 1 of the cash payments journal. It gives us a hint. Remember that you do not need to enter C in the check number column of the cash payments journal. So we have 4 transactions here. January 3rd, we paid cash for a copy machine for use in the store. We paid cash. That tells us we're going to the cash payments. Also, we only have 1 journal, so that's a huge hint too. January 3rd, I paid cash for the copy machine for the use in the store. That's going to be then store equipment. I'm using check 241. I'm going to debit that for $800, and I'm going to credit my cash for $800. January 5th, I paid cash for an office chair for $500. I'm going to put in the 5th. This now is office equipment. Check 244. $500 debit to office equipment and $500 credit to cash. February 26th, we paid property taxes on real property with an assessed value of $200,000. The tax rate in the city where the property is located is 2% of the assessed value. So you're going to need your calculator. We're going to take our assessed value of $200,000 times our 2% tax rate. So 200,000 times 2%, that's going to give us $4,000. So that's how much we paid in taxes. So we know we're going to credit cash. We're going to debit property tax expense. This is check 268. Again, we figured it out to be $4,000. So we're going to debit property tax expense for $4,000 and credit cash for $4,000. Last one, July 2nd. We paid cash for a filing cabinet, which is office equipment, and a paper cutter, which is store equipment, $600. The filing cabinet has an estimated value of $300, and the paper cutter has an estimated value of $450. So here's where, let's see here. It says that we're paying $600. So let's just go ahead and put that in first. Our cash credit then is $600. We also know that we're going to be using office equipment and store equipment. And I'm going to just put my check number in too. That's $331. Okay, so we spent $600 on the 2 things, office equipment and store equipment, but we don't have a price for each of those. So that's what we need to figure out. Now, if we look at these estimated values, the estimated values, if we added those together, that's over $600. So we can't use those estimated values either. So what we're going to do, we're going to be figuring out the percentage of the payment for each of those equipments, okay, the filing cabinet and the paper cutter. So first thing, we're going to take the 300 plus the 450. Those are the estimated values. So 300 plus 450. That means the estimated value of both of them is $750. Okay, now we're going to figure out the percentage of just the filing cabinet. So we're going to take the estimated value of 300 divided by the estimated value of both of them, 750. So 300 divided by 750 is 0.4, which would be 40%. Okay, now we paid $600 for both of them. So we're going to take the $600 times 40%. And that's how much we assume, or that's how much we're going to put to the office equipment. So we're saying the filing cabinet costs us $240. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing for the paper cutter. We're going to take that 450 divided by the estimated value of each, which was 750. So 450 divided by 750, that gives us 60%. Now we're going to take the cost that we paid, the amount that we paid, $600, times 60%, and that gives us here $360. And when we add those two numbers together, that gives us $600. So we are assigning $240 for the filing cabinet and $360 for the paper cutter. Go ahead and go on to 19.1 on your own. After that, you'll watch the 19.2 lecture video.